Oh, thank you. I like color, so it's all good.
First of all, congratulations for your People's Choice Award last night.
That was so awesome.
And your speech really touched, everybody, basically, right? So tell us how that felt.
Well, it's weird because I've never won anything. Most of my stuff, I do a lot of fart jokes, so you don't think you're ever going to get an award, but for what AGT is, it's been there 14 years. It's a mainstay of Americana, but also the whole world. And you start to realize how important this is. And I was so honored. But the truth is, I am grateful. That's the big thing. It's just like, look at what we're doing. Look at where we're living. This is something that I know very few people ever get to see. And I'll be honest, as a black man, I look at, the history of entertainment and the whole thing, and I know I'm on hollow ground right now. There's so many people who want to do what I was doing and never got the shot. You know what I mean? So I feel like I have to do this for them, for the people who never got a chance to do it. But that's just one of the stories amongst all the great stories when you have people who come from all these circumstances that get a chance to be on America's Got Talent. I mean, like I said, it's bigger than the show, to be real.
You're an inspiration for many actors and actresses and just people that want to be in the entertainment industry. They look to you and see that you've done it, gives them hope and inspiration as well. You're very inspirational in that way. Have you always been that way?
It comes from overcoming obstacles. It comes from, again, being married 30 years and you start to see what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? And you also, I've been there where I wasn't grateful. I've been there where I thought I was all that. And then you realize, wait a minute, I got to revamp this. I mean, there's been times I had to totally revamp my whole life. And I realized that, when you go in the wrong direction, you can always turn around. And that's a good thing. So when and then I look at the people who didn't survive.
That makes you really be blessed.
That's what I'm saying. Look, what I'm saying, there were people I was right next to who are not here right now. And I'm like, oh my God. So it makes you feel like you just missed it. It could have been you. So that just totally makes you inspirational because you're like, hold up.
Thank you.
You was like, thank you.
Right. So speaking of AGT, I hear that you may be going to Britain and making an appearance out there. Is that true?
First of all, I'm putting it out there. See,
you got to put it in the atmosphere.
I haven't talked to anybody yet. Everybody's wondering, like, what is going on? But first of all, I'm putting it out there because the Got Talent franchise is a worldwide franchise. And my goal is to hop over and do Britain's Got Talent when they need me to pitch hit. You know what I mean?
It would be amazing.
Well, just like Alicia Dixon came over and did Champions, it can happen the other way around. But my real dream is to go do China's Got Talent. I'm literally, studying Mandarin. I have a tutor who's going to teach me a little bit about how to do a whole show, and I really want to open that up because I actually met the host of China's Got Talent. He came and visited America, and I said, you know what? This is something I really want to do. If I break that barrier, it's no going back. It's literally you can unify the whole world.
That's amazing. And moving over to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you guys are coming back in February. Can you give us what can we look forward to? What can fans expect? Give us some spoilers.
First of all, yeah, I know. First of all, you ain't gonna get no spoilers from me because I usually mess all that stuff up. But let me tell you, the fans will be so happy. We have the most, rabid, wonderful fans. They're the ones who brought us back. You know what I mean? We were canceled once. The fans spoke up and brought us back. They will not be disappointed. I mean, like I say, when you look at the log line, it says 9 harder. It's more of what you like about what Brooklyn Nine-Nine is all about. And we're just, like I said, we're a family and we're blessed, and I just love being on this show. I mean, 7 years. This is crazy.
That's amazing. And before I let you go, I just have to talk about Black Love because I loved you and your wife on the show. Speak to that briefly if you can. What is the secret to the longevity of that marriage, of your marriage?
I like to say that it's impossible to love someone and control them at the same time. And I have to say, you know, there were times I got it wrong. You think it's love, and then you're trying to control people. Because it's wild because love is freedom. Love is really one of those things where you start to realize that it's about letting go. It's not about grabbing. And my thing is, I had to just totally revamp my life because she was letting me know, hey, this is not working. And so we've always had to stop, reevaluate where we were, and then, like I said before, go the right direction. Because when you realize life is not a thing where I automatically know, it's just a series of course corrections. You know what I mean? But what happens is you flying across the country and you don't correct course, you'll end up somewhere you don't want to be. And I totally said, okay, now we just have to focus more. And one thing I do realize that when you have a partner, you have to really, really focus on them. Like, it's one of those things where my wife totally focused on the things that I was doing, like listening to me and hearing me, but I had to do the same for her. And it becomes where I ended up knowing her more than I knew myself. And once you get to that spot, it's a sweet spot. It's a beautiful spot. And my wife and I are there right now, and we're looking forward to the next 30 years.
Well, I'm looking forward to it too because you guys are also an inspiration for marriage. Thank you so much, Mr. Cruz. So nice to speak to you. Yeah.